Yeah, nobody's gonna die today. All right, let's get this thing set up. Oh man,
Um, did you see the Xbox thing?
which Xbox
The
thing?
announce the announcement stream. The game announcement stream
I
they
didn't
did.
watch the stream, but I saw that that Grounded 2 was happening.
Grounded 2 is fucking happening, and I'm so excited.
I like that they're already like ready to go, and they were like, "Yeah, we're putting it into early access like next month." It's like, yes, you are, and I will be one of the
Yeah, well,
first people to get a
I
copy of it.
deep down I always knew Grounded 2 was coming, because Grounded itself was quite a success.
Oh, of course, can't walk away from a cash cow like that.
No,
All right, bear
yeah.
with me, everybody, on my end. Still trying to get my chats all figured out. You know how it goes.
What's up, Master Food? What's up, Master? The other Master. Yeah, hey. A lot of masters nowadays.
Alright. So game is initializing. Should be up and running in just a moment here. And in the meantime, hey, Master of Food, noodles. That sounds delicious. I actually could go for some noodles today. Hey, Daniel, it has been a long time. How you been, buddy?
Yeah, Master Food. The spiders, they look amazing. Everything, everything looks pretty good actually.
Yeah, I've only read stuff about it. I have not even had a chance to like watch any of what they've released. But I saw you guys
Not
chatting about it, so I
surprising.
immediately went and just looked it up.
They released it 10 minutes ago or something.
That sounds about right. Yeah, Daniel, we were just talking about Grounded too, just like right now, and so yeah, we're all pretty pumped about it. Definitely gonna be doing some streaming of Grounded too.
Things I saw they didn't mention was clay walls, dry grass walls. I saw those too.
Dry grass
Uh,
walls. That seems kind of
yeah.
flimsy.
No, but it's like woven. It could also be wasp paper, I guess.
Oh, I see. Okay, that actually would be kind of cool. I could see that
Yeah,
being as a little bit effective here.
yeah. They're adding cockroaches, snail. I saw snails.
I was
Um,
surprised that cockroaches weren't in the first, to be honest with you. No, we haven't gotten to the infected
mouse is
broodmother
the big one.
yet in Grounded yet, Daniel. Hey, Hill, how you doing? All right, I'm officially done with these. Just go ahead and move these. The game is still it's gone from initializing to loading world, so we're almost there. I'm pumped though.
The
It's gonna be a fun one.
the caterpillar. They're adding also scorpions. Yeah.
Nice.
Some of the weapons looked really cool.
So I want to see stuff
Um,
that like just more nuisance ones like silverfish and stuff like that. You know, different types of spiders.
um,
Hey, Eris.
but there are already like 18 types of spiders in the base game.
I mean, how many? No, there's not. There's what? Orb weavers.
Then,
Hang
so
on.
you have Orb Weaver Junior,
Okay, okay. Are we
Bell-Diving
counting the
Spider, Wolf
junior
Spider.
and the senior as
Yeah,
different ones?
yeah, this different spider. Um,
Whatever. I'm
because
doing well, Eris. How about yourself?
one is venomous and the other one isn't. Um,
That's because one's a baby and the venom's more concentrated, and as it gets older, the venom is less concentrated.
well, too bad I don't give a fuck. Hey.
At least you're honest, right?
So then we also have the spiderlings, the widowlings, the widow. We have the broodmother, the infected wolf spider.
Did you say diving bell?
We have the diving bell spider, yeah. Then we have also the infected broodmother.
You can't count the infecteds as their own, though. Those are just infected variants. That's like saying that like the Solifite plated shotgun is the same as the shotgun in Sons of the Forest. Like they are, they're variants.
Let me tell you this: if you have a chicken, right,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have a chicken, another chicken with a mushroom growing out of its eye, and it lays explosive eggs. Are those two different species? Yes, they are.
I don't know. I'm gonna argue that that's not two separate species. That's the same chicken.
I'll give you a better example. Is a human the same thing as a zombie from The Last of Us? Those are different species, right?
I think I. Okay, all right. You might have won on that one. Yeah,
Hey,
you might have beat me on that one. I think you might have taken the cake. That was a good analogy.
indeed, like Master said, dual daggers as well.
Yeah, Eris, the 17 Dragonfishes here is an expert when it comes to sorry, blanked on the game. Grounded. There it is.
Bro, I fucking love Grounded.
Such a
Oh my God.
great game. All right, so I'm unloading from the armory here. He does have a point. He definitely does. I mean, like, I didn't think about it because, like, infected, you know, but, like, really, they are zombies. When you get into it, they are definitely zombies. The infected broodmother and all of that, because, yeah, that's just how it is. Makes good sense to me. All right, so today is base building day. That's the primary focus of today. I need to raise my mood a little bit because I'm a little sad. Did I get bit the last time? No, I'm doing good. Yeah, everything's good. Why am I sad? Okay, I'm no longer sad. Just needed to drink some orange soda. He did. 17, you gained a lot of aura from making that point. That was a quality point, sir. Do you have the key for the van, or did you put it in the glove box?
It should be in the glove box. It should be in the glove box.
Okay. I got it. Yeah, there's the value line. Okay. I'm gonna take the van to go get a ton of logs just to kind of start off so that way we have a bunch of stuff, but I'm gonna clear out the back first. Just so much junk back here.
Yeah, me too, Master. I was trembling when I saw the yoked girth ad.
Man,
I'm
I
not
need to
even
go check
kidding.
this trailer out. I'm pretty excited about this.
No, the thing I'm most excited about actually is getting back together with the people I used to play Grounded with. So that's the most exciting thing actually.
Well, there you go, Tech Father. Glad that we could accommodate. And welcome. Good to see you here. All right, so I'm just dumping pretty much everything on the ground here. I hope that's okay.
Yeah, the blood be pumping like crazy. I'm really excited, man.
Dude, it's gonna be legit.
Yeah, we had a. Let me just turn on streamer mode, cause my friends are spamming in the chat, cause Grounded got announced.
That's pretty cool, Tech. That's pretty handy, actually. I just get all these sheet ropes here.
Again?
Sounds good, Eris. You have a great rest of your day, man. All right, cool. Got all these sheet ropes.
Boom. Okay, we have streamer mode on right now. Let's get started with building again. Hell yeah.
I'm gonna go take the van, but just gonna load it up with some more sheet ropes real quick. I need to go rip up some more clothing, don't I?
Let it load in. I mean, grounded alone, pretty fun. Grounded with other people, funner.
Oh, I agree with that 1000%. Arby, you talking about Project Zomboid? My main tip for Project Zomboid is don't worry about food early on. Worry about resources and supplies because food's pretty plentiful everywhere, and you can find canned food. 17. What's your top Project Zomboid tip for a brand new new player?
Um, Honestly, just go make a custom sandbox and
That's a pretty good one.
turn turn the zombie settings to low.
Mm-hmm.
And also in your settings, let me see if I can pull it up. Um, I think it's in accessibility. Um,
Hey, Yathu.
no.
Hope I said that right. Vaguely remember. It's been a little while.
Mm, uh, it's a very good setting to start.
There's a few of those accessibility settings that if you can set up, like you can learn this game really, really, really fast. What supplies would I never pass up on? A sledgehammer. That's the one that took us like 3 days to find. Really, it's all about just finding like just anything to survive better with. So like my main stuff that I look for is like backpacks, and like get a big backpack early on, then get all my tools set up. Then I start looking for weapons. Why am
So
I
you
not
see
finding
here
any clothes?
in the if you go to the options in display, you'll see in the cursor tab your aim outline.
Yeah,
You
that's a
should
good one.
yeah turn that to any weapon, because then you can
I'm
figure
actually
out
gonna do that.
the range of your melee weapons. So it will highlight a zombie when it gets in your melee range.
Yeah. Actually, I've been meaning to turn that on. Thank you for reminding me on that one. You got 2 sledgehammers in the same run? That's crazy. We spent like 5 days, like not like in-game days, looking for a sledgehammer across like 2 or 3 streams. We never found one, and then finally like
Yeah,
had to go out of town to find one.
because you kept dying.
I, yeah. Well, no, that's not true. I died one time when we went
Yeah,
on a
so
trip.
so we went to Moldova, and there was this one. We were really close to this one warehouse, um, with the sledgehammer in it, right? And this guy, he decides to go run into a horde of zombies and die and get bit. And now I have to drive him back home
It was
in the
worth it.
police car.
So worth it.
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't get to kill him, which
Exactly.
was
So worth it.
a
The
top.
next time I'm blaming you 100% on that one and your poor driving.
No, that I'm not talking about that trip.
Oh, I know, but
That was
the second one I'm blaming on you.
no. We already agreed. It wasn't me. It was the frame rate. It was the car not
Yeah.
braking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you you saw me brake. You could see the brake lights. We can
I
pull
saw
up
you
the
trying to
footage.
brake. I'm still gonna blame your frame rate.
Yeah,
All right. Anyway, I'm just in these apartments. I'm looking for more sheet ropes, because it'd be nice to not only bring like 4 bundles of logs back. You know.
just grab clothes from a zombie and craft it.
That's kind of what I was looking for, but we buried most of the zombies that are around us, so I'm looking in just miscellaneous places. I'm finding enough. Like, I mean, I'm definitely finding what I'm looking for.
Damn. I'm looking for gravel. I want to make a very nice what's it called? Patio on the roof.
Nice. Yeah, that would actually be really cool. So sledgehammers, Arby, they can effectively destroy any platform, like or any like space in the game, and so it's how you
Anything.
can remodel. Yeah,
Any.
anything. It's how you can effectively just remodel any building that you're in the game, and so that's why they're so valuable there. All right, I went all the way
Yeah,
to the
'cause
church. I'm gonna just come back.
now you
Oops.
needed to the true reason you need a sledgehammer is not for cosmetic use. It's to get into gun lockers, like gun stores and other restricted places, like pawn shops, uh, in Louisville.
That makes
So,
sense.
so yeah.
I keep forgetting that I'm overweight. I just tripped over a fence trying to jump it. Oh,
Damn.
come on, go in. There we go. More ropes.
Oh, rotten bread,
Yum.
my favorite.
That's good eats right there.
Um, oh, you've already been here. Oh, oh wait. Why is there a cupboard still filled to the brim with loot?
I wish I had an
Two
answer for you.
screwdrivers and a jar lid. All you need, all you ever need.
So Arby, I like setting up inside of restaurants and stuff like we currently did for this playthrough because you get like the whole kitchen and a bunch of refrigeration and stuff like that. And so that would probably be my best recommendation. That's where we set up our base, was at a restaurant here. Those will be good
Kevin's wa-
times. Man, I'm excited to play Grounded with you guys and actually like discover the new one with you instead of you guys barking at me telling me which ways I need to go.
Kevin's lying though. The best house is a house. The best base is a house because it has everything. It has good quality bed. It has water. It has cooking. It has yeah. It has a
Every
I don't
single one
know
of those things
storage.
is available inside of our restaurant here, though.
Yeah, because this restaurant has a residential area
Yeah.
above it.
So just look for a restaurant within a residential there, Arby.
Yeah, or just go inside the house.
All right, let me go
Or
ahead and get this going. What? Where's the key? Definitely
you
have the
could
key
do
on me.
what I'm doing on my winter playthrough. I'm not streaming that one. I probably should. Um, but basically the gist of the winter playthrough, we start in December. Um, every loot setting is set to insanely rare. That's the lowest one. Um,
You need to check your inventory for the van key, sir. I pulled both keys out of the glove box, and neither one of them is working on
Jay
this
might have
van.
Jay might have it because I don't have it.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, no worries, Arby. Nice. I'm ready to see that Master of Food. That's going to be awesome. Definitely excited to see that. All right. Well, that's unfortunate. I guess I'll just take my car.
Yeah,
Hey,
like
Simon. How you doing, buddy?
like the winter playthrough, it's really wearing me down, I guess. Because I had to go on a suicide run
Sounds
for
about right.
a,
Hey, Ken. Good to see
for,
you, buddy.
for a piece of tarp. For a piece, I went on a real life hour-long trip to get one piece of tarp.
I mean, that sounds about right. Yeah, you do hear a 17 sack. He's in the game.
Hmm Um, I the thing is, you loot an entire neighborhood, and all you get is like 3 cans of food, a sponge, and a magazine.
Sounds about right. You guys have a
Yeah,
new
no.
base tech? Nice. I'll have to check that out after the stream today. I haven't been on Minecraft in a few days here. Hell yeah, Simon. Glad you got your computer set up. That's fantastic, man. If you join our Discord, we're always looking to kind of like make groups and stuff like that for various survival games and things like that. Appreciate those likes and the follow. Thank you very much.
Yeah, hello. I got a bit carried away by the excitement of Grounded.
I don't blame you at all. Oh man. You did a remodel? Hell yeah. I'll go check that out. That sounds like fun. And I should get a VR. You're not the first person to tell me that, King. I'm actually I'm trying to set something up and I don't want to talk about it and kind of like jinx myself on it, but we're in the process of trying to work with one of my favorite dev studios to become creators in their program for an upcoming game that they have. And as part of that, I'm going to try to get access into a couple VR titles that they do. I'm pretty sure sponges let you clean blood off of the walls, right, 17?
I don't know. I don't know how to do it. That's probably true. I think it's true, but
It would
I
make the
haven't
most
figured out
sense.
how. You know, I heard rumors and I heard a lot of things about it.
Mm-hmm.
I've never figured out how.
That sounds about right. All right, you know
That's
what? I'm going to
nice.
try to fix my car before I go do this.
That's great. Can't wait for Nicole to be here too. Oh, boom. This is what we call roof access. Oh shit!
Did you
Please
fall
don't tell me
off?
I broke.
Did you just fall off the
No,
roof?
there's a hole in the roof. I'm not even kidding.
That's pretty awesome if you ask me.
No, it's not, because I just fell through it. I didn't break my leg though. Major win.
Well, there you go. At least you didn't break your you break your leg there. Why do we
Yeah,
where are all of our wrenches? I know I've picked up a bunch of wrenches. I have lug wrenches, but I need there it is, an actual wrench.
okay.
All right, try to fix up this car a little bit. I've never done car mechanics before. This probably won't go that well.
Maybe. I don't know. You might need the mod. I wouldn't have a clue. Yeah, so I'm gonna either have to build a floor
Mm-hmm.
or we can do something else completely. No, I'll get some wood.
That's fair. Oh man, okay. So I need to get my mechanic up if I'm going to fix this. Can't really talk about it, King. I'm not going to give that away. I'll give that away if they actually go for what I'm trying to pitch them on and stuff like that. To be honest with you, I would just pick up the corpses there, RB, and we have a grave over here. Like here, I'll even show you. We pick up all the corpses from our base, and we put them over in this little graveyard. So that's how we've been keeping our base clean.
Or you can just like put them outside. You shouldn't be bothered by the smell if you put them far away enough.
That's fair. And I mean, it doesn't
But
take
it's
that
not-
long for them to decompose.
No. But still.
All right, back to chopping wood.
I did forget to clear my inventory, and I also did forget to bring the sheet ropes.
I got all the sheet ropes. I hope you weren't talking about the 20 that I just took from the car here.
No.
Oh, King, if I get a VR headset, I'm definitely getting Blade and Sorcery. That game looks like so much fun. I imagine there's a lot of corpses around where you're at. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, well, hello, my luck is insane. No broken leg, falling, you know, that's crazy.
I kind of want to know how you pulled that off. That's craziness.
No, it's just luck. Well,
That's fair.
That's just luck.
Get Bone Lab too? I'll check it out. I'll definitely check it out, King. I don't think I've ever heard of that one before, so I'll have to check it out. Man, I've like pretty much deforested this entire area so far, just getting logs for us. So have you heard about all the issues with the Nintendo Switch 2 that's coming out?
No, but like I think so a little bit. Right?
Dude, my favorite one is there was a store up in New York, right? A GameStop. and they have this tendency of stapling receipts to the products. And so they were stapling it to the top lid of the Nintendo Switch. And if you've ever seen the packaging of the Nintendo Switch, long story short, they were stapling through the screen of the Nintendo Switch. And so a bunch of people got home and they unboxed their Switches for the first time, just to find out that there was 2 giant or small puncture holes in there from a GameStop employee.
Oh God.
I would be so mad if I spent like 500, 600 bucks on a console to come home and have it be destroyed like that. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, but you get a refund, right?
You do, but I mean, think about it. It's a brand new console that just came out. They don't have the stock available right now. And so you're sitting there with your new console. I mean, granted, it can plug in and play on a TV and stuff, but like that, there's also like reporting of the drifting issue already starting. And so like, yeah, the new nickname is it's time to switch to a different console.
I mean, yeah, I heard the Switch 2 was a pretty bad console in general.
That makes sense.
Because
Just blood and sorcery in a modern era? Okay, I'll go check out Bone Lab. That sounds like fun.
I mean, I saw it was like some issues with how they were distributing their games. People weren't happy about that, and also something about the fact that they can just shut off your console, or
Yeah.
you need like a license to activate it.
There was also
Well, I
like
don't
everything
know.
was blocked behind like a day one patch or something along those lines. It was pretty ridiculous.
Yeah. And then probably you're gonna have scalpers as well, right?
Yeah, that's
Um,
true.
I hate those guys,
Oh, dude.
honestly.
Yeah, as somebody who actually does Pokemon collecting with my kid, yeah, I have my very strong opinions on people who scout products like that. No, actually, Arby's. So we've been playing in this area long enough to where we've killed most of the zombies around us, and so that's why there's like nothing around us. Is because we've laid down the law, and it's not that they're scared of us. It's that there's just not that many of them in this city anymore.
Oh, and every time you see them, just they're just the ones that respawned.
There is Sahil. There is a respawn, but the respawn is not going fast enough. Like then we can kill them. Like a horde will come into town and we'll just clear out the horde real fast. Like so you'll see them every once in a while, especially if we keep playing long enough. You will see some zombies around here. It's just a matter of if they're gonna be a nuisance enough to kill them. You know.
Yeah, I had two up at the bail bonds
Mm-hmm.
and the gated community. So
That sounds about right. I've yet to see one this entire playthrough so far. No, I don't think Build 42 is stable yet. Once it gets stable, then they'll probably release the multiplayer for it, but I think it's still in the beta and all that. Yeah, have some fun, Arby. I mean, that's kind of what we did, is we just kind of like rolled around and just scavenged the entire city, and then eventually it freed up like this. Ford lines? What you talking about there, King? I'm confused. I'm typically confused, though,
Okay.
so you guys know how that works.
so what Hale is saying here is
Mm-hmm.
if you want to play Fortnite on your Switch 2, you can't play it on your first Switch, and it acts as a digital game card. So,
That just
I don't.
sounded confusing. I just this
That
whole
that
like
just
console
sounded.
switching thing is so ridiculous that they're doing it.
It just sounds really consumer unfriendly.
I
That's
agree
what
with
it
that.
sounds like.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Have I played Myth
I
1, 2, and 3? I don't think so. I don't recognize that the title. Have you played
my
Myth?
no. Yeah, my prediction for Build 42 stable is next Christmas, because by then it would have been a year, and yeah, yeah, I think 1 year is enough to stabilize Build 42.
I guess that's fair.
And also, I hope it's gonna be around that time, because then I have enough time to finish Grounded 2.
There you go. That's valid. What's Simon? What's myth about? Because I don't think I've ever. I don't think I've heard that one before.
Let me open a box of nails.
I got 4 stacks so far, so I got 20 logs. Still not enough. I'm gonna try to fill up this whole car, but it's like midnight right now.
Wait, so they disabled crossplay and a cross-platform? Damn.
That's
That's a little
stupid.
too crazy.
That's ridiculous. Wait, what's Shuckle? Arby's. I don't think I'm familiar with what Shuckle is. Gonna have to help me out a little bit. Alright, dump this one on the left seat. Guess I should switch to the front seat to do this.
Do I not have any more wood?
There you go.
Oh,
the Pokemon. I'm sorry. Sorry, I wasn't in the headspace. Ironically, I think I just pulled one the other day. And it was the first Shuckle that I put into my my collection. And so yeah, sorry, it took me a second there. But yeah, I have high opinions about most of them because my daughter loves most of them, and I have learned that if I say anything ill about any Pokemon whatsoever, it could be one of her favorite ones, and so yeah, I will say that Shuckle's awesome. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's the one that looks like the turtle shell, correct? Right? Hence, like shucking a shell, you know, that type of. But anyway,
I think it was like more of an oyster type deal.
I thought that was Shelter. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I will go grab one of the binders behind me and I will pull up a Shuckle. But I'm googling it. I need to.
Yeah, I to be honest, I have never played any Pokemon game.
Worth
Not
it,
even
my
Pokemon
friend.
Go.
Worth it. Yeah, I was right.
Looks,
Yeah, little turtle dude. Awesome, dude. It just looks what?
it just looks really boring, the Pokemon games. I won't even lie.
When I was a kid, and you got to understand, when Pokemon first came out, it was 1998, 96, 97, like one of those years, 96 or 97. How old was I in 1996? I was 9. No, that's not right. I was 7. I was 7 when Pokemon first came out, right? And so that game was pretty much the only game I had because I didn't get my first console, my N64, until probably I was 10. And so I had my Game Boy Color, and that was it. And so, like, it was pretty much you played Pokemon, you played Mario, you played, like, a handful of other decent games. But, like, that, if you didn't want to play a beat 'em up, you had to play a JRPG. And Pokemon was definitely one of the best ones that was out there for sure.
Damn.
Yeah, you keep forgetting how old I am, right?
No.
I might look 16, but I'm not. Man, I have excessive exertion. Time to head back to the base.
Yeah, me too. Old people, am I right?
Hey, I will say this, 35, but I still feel like I'm 18, so it works. All right, back to the base. Oh, there's some zombies. See, there's a little horde. Just ignore them.
So, the roof will not be an option.
Is it that, like, flimsy?
So, no, every time you build a floor to patch up a hole, it creates a new hole.
That doesn't sound that safe.
No, it's very annoying, because then you, like, patch up the hole, so you can make, like, a little patio on the roof, and then it just breaks, and then you're like, fuck.
Yeah, that sounds really, really annoying. I wouldn't want to deal with that.
So we're just gonna rebuild the wall.
That's fine. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I can build us like a little patio or something out, or we can build a little patio outside or something like that, you know?
In the, where the dumpsters are.
Yeah,
somewhere around
exactly.
there.
I kind of have that framed out for exactly that. So,
Yeah, Halo's also an old bastard.
well, old bastards unite.
Oh, no, old people are great.
Would you really consider 35 old?
From my perspective, 35 is old.
Okay, I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. You're only 27 there. Enjoy it, Arby's. Enjoy it. The back problems start in 3 years. Actually, that's not true. Just take care of yourself and they won't. Dude, I'll tell you one thing. The worst my back has ever hurt is walking a 5-month-old child. That's like probably 80th percentile in terms of height and weight. Like she's a big kid. But walking a 5-month-old child around constantly, just trying to put her down for a nap. My God, there's nothing that makes a back hurt more than that.
Then you just gotta exercise more, man.
I mean, I hear you, but I want you to try walking around for an hour straight while carrying and cradling an 18-pound object that's kicking and moving. It's not that easy, my friend.
I have a fat cat.
I have a fat cat. There you go. Thanks for your service there, Simon. That's really awesome, man. And it's cool that you're hanging out watching gaming streams and stuff like that. It's proof that gaming's for everybody. What is in the back? Wow, we have so much crap in the back of the taxi. Have you seen this? There's like metal sheets and paint and like a barbell back here.
Yeah, I know. It's from the motor run. We did like 1,700 days ago.
Yeah, that was a long time, wasn't it?
Yeah. See, Halo gets it. He understands that from my perspective, he's an old bastard, and I respect him for it.
It makes sense. I mean, everything is based on perspective. What's that saying? Perspective is reality. That doesn't mean that your reality is real. It just means that your perspective is what you make it real. You know.
Yeah. No. What what you see is real to you, at least.
Exactly.
Yeah. Indeed, the bad knees perk from the new Outer Worlds game.
There you go. See, Simon, that's like my childhood right there, because I used to hang out with my uncle, and he's the one who got me into gaming. And so we used to play the original like Warcraft and a bunch of those games back when they were on Windows 95. And so yeah, some classics there. All right, time to get some food. We need to go out and find some. I guess we won't find any more ice cream, will we?
No, it's all rotten.
Yeah. All right. Man, Oregon Trail. That's a name drop right there. I assume you've played Oregon Trail, right?
Me?
Yeah, you.
No.
Actually, I now that I think about it, I imagine you probably haven't played Oregon Trail because you're not in America. And that was a pretty American game, if I can say so.
Man, I grew up with Plants vs. Zombies. How the fuck do you think I would be able to play Oregon Trail?
Well, I mean, dude, Oregon Trail, there have been so many remakes of that game. Like, so many remakes of Oregon Trail. Such a classic. There it is. Yeah, exactly. Arby's is saying Oregon Trail paved the way for choose-your-own-adventure games. And it's 100% true. It's like Oregon Trail predated a lot of those Sierra choose-your-own-adventure games and stuff like that, if I remember.
Have you ever played co-op Plants vs. Zombies on the Xbox?
I don't think I've ever played regular Plants vs. Zombies, my friend.
Fucking banger.
I'm sorry, it's just the first time I've ever heard somebody refer to Plants and Zombies as a banger before. That made my day.
Honestly, the music is so good as well.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard the Plants vs. Zombies music?
I think so. Plants vs. Zombies is a cozy game. I like cozy games. I know about it. Like I've known about Plants vs. Zombies. I'll have to actually like refresh myself on the music.
yeah, the typical Americans. The world always revolves around them, and then in North American, they all played Oregon Trail. Boom.
It was part of my
My
school curriculum, my friend. That is how my lazy teachers taught us about the Western advancing. Is they all gave us a video game, and everybody wonders why we didn't learn about like 90% of it. Like I didn't learn about this is honest God truth. If you want to know how horrible the American education system
uh,
is, I did not learn about the Trail of Tears until I was in college. Like it was
bro,
pretty abysmal and stuff like that.
no, our English teacher
Hmm.
taught that to us through a role-playing session.
It probably worked a little bit better than putting a video game in
Yeah,
front of us. You know what I
bro.
mean?
No, we had to do like a core cheering,
Mm-hmm.
all right? Um, where you have all the people discussing about
Well, I mean, that sounds like a fun time if you
all the
ask me.
different perspectives, you know. So you have like the Native Americans,
Mm-hmm.
the rich people who want to exploit the land and shit.
That
Um,
sounds about right.
yeah, yeah. Garden Warfare 2, that was a banger. Yeah, for sure. Um,
Exactly, Arby's. Like, I wish my teachers did more of that, like role playing stuff with us. That would be so much more relaxing than what we ended up doing, like just being lectured at constantly.
no, but you had to like study like the actual letters the people sent in that time, and then you had to base uh your arguments on that, and then you had to do the whole
I mean, that sounds
thing.
pretty awesome if you ask me. I'm not gonna lie, man. My scratch got infected. Whoops.
Yeah, of course, there was no educational material. It's school. What do you expect?
That's just how it works. 100% how it works.
Oh, it feels so weird actually not having to worry about starving to death. Um, for once,
Oh, what are you talking because of
my winter playthrough, you know,
Yeah,
I looted half of the Riverside, and I have maybe like 3 days worth of food.
that's pretty awesome. Well, I mean, I guess not
No,
awesome, but
no, it's pretty awful actually. I don't like it.
well, there you go. Exactly, that's what I was saying. Of tech, like, yeah, it was part of our school curriculum. Oregon Trail just getting played in class to kind of teach about that portion of the world, and boy, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a great game, but it misses the mark a lot when it comes to a lot of that stuff. All right, so we got planks here. I need nails. I had a lot of fun. That was one of the first games that I ever played that had a hunting mechanic in it, which I think is weird to say now, but yeah, definitely a cool game.
So guys, should I stream Oregon Trail?
You should.
Um, once the stream ends, comment if you want me to stream Oregon Trail, and if you get either what's it, 10 likes, I'll play Oregon Trail.
There you go. Let's do it. Sounds good, Arby's. You have a great rest of your day, all right? Have some fun getting those bars for your base. It's always a fun thing to do. Man, I want to see you stream Oregon Trail just so you can see a whitewashed version of American history.
Oh yeah, that's why you play video games, right?
Exactly. Right? I play my
Um,
video games for the propaganda.
who doesn't?
And that is 100% true. It's not real Oregon Trail until you've succumbed to dysentery at least once. So there you go. Yeah, it's such a
honestly,
brutal game. Like, it really is a brutal game when you get down to it. Like, your wife could die, and you're just like, all right, time to keep moving. We got to keep going to Oregon. You know, your kid dies, just
yeah,
bury them on the side of the road. Keep moving.
honestly, with my Project Zomboid expertise, do you think Oregon Trail really would be that brutal to me?
Yes. Yes.
I don't believe you.
No,
First of all,
100%. It is. It is. It is a randomized choose your own adventure, and so you'll do the smart thing. Like you'll go up to a river, and you have the options to like just like float over the river, or like you have the option to like just forge through the river. You know, you have the option to like pay for a ferry. You know, so you'll do the option, the safest option, which is take the ferry, right? And then you get like a 30% chance, randomized chance that the ferry's going to capsize and kill you.
oh well, you know,
It's
a
just
little
completely
gam-
random and stuff like that. Like
see,
it's a brutal game, man.
hey, a little gambling never hurt anyone.
I agree with that. I do agree with that.
Um, Kevin,
Yes, sir.
you see that little part over here in the base with like
Uh, hang on. Where's the little part in the base?
with the big American flag?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, what if I just build a wall here
Mm-hmm.
to break and then build the communications room in here?
Yeah. Knock it out. That sounds great. I want to put some walls inside the base, just so it's kind of a little bit more framed out. It was
Okay,
the
but
best
first of all,
reward, Tech Father, for getting done with a test. Like when they wheeled in all those laptops on the cart. That's fantastic. That was awesome.
we
Exactly.
should probably
Exactly. Luck of the draw. That's the way to do it. That's the way games should be. Sorry, what were you going to say, 17?
honestly, I think that might be the reason why people are so addicted to gambling.
I have a feeling it has something to do with dopamine addiction and instant gratification.
I think it's both.
That's fair.
Let's eat a burrito and bake 4 pieces of bacon.
Preston, what's CDDA? I'm not picking up on
No,
that reference there.
No, CDDA is a challenge in Project Zomboid in which you spawn
Okay.
in a burning house with a broken leg.
I've seen people try that one. Man, I've been wanting to try some of the challenges in Zomboid. They seem fun. And yes, Tech, my class was actually, it was a big deal when they first came out with like laptops and things like that. My class was one of the first ones in our school to get them, and so like they brought out these little things, and I mean like when I say like little things, little dinky laptops, right? They brought them over to us with these instructions, just like these were worth so much and stuff like that. You could probably go to like Goodwill and find one for like $5 at this point, but it was like it probably had like a kilobit of RAM or something like that. The worst laptops ever, but it was the first of them to ever kind of come out on the market. You know what I mean? It's actually a real
Yo.
game. Preston's saying it's a real game there. 17. It's not just a Zomboid mod.
Possibly, you know, there's a lot of words, not a lot of words, a lot of things. So sometimes two things get named the same.
That's fair.
First of all, hi Nicole. Second of all, no Halo, I'm not addicted to gambling. I just have a passion, okay?
He's just addicted to pulling levers. That's what it is.
That's maybe the best description I've ever heard.
There you go. No, I used to work. This is gonna like I think it's funny that I've had the careers that I've had, because then I get to tell you guys crazy stories like this. Back when I was working security at a nightclub, because that was something that I did at one point in my life when I was younger. We had video poker machines, and I have never seen anything more satisfying than watching somebody come in stone cold sober, sitting down in front of one of those machines. Oh, did I just fall again? I did fall again. And proceed to gamble hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars away in one sitting while getting angrier and drunker over the course of the night. There's something so beautifully ironic about it that I've always appreciated.
Yeah, hello, that's right. I'm not addicted to gambling. I'm just a slot machine enthusiast.
That's the best way of phrasing it.
Oh my god.
Gotta keep this cowboy hat dirty. Or clean.
I mean, it honestly, from all the addictions you could have, I think gambling is probably one of the better ones.
I don't know about that.
No,
I don't
because
know about that.
okay, what addiction is better than gambling? Tell me.
I'm gonna say, and this is like, you don't see like tobacco smokers throwing their entire lives away or betting the house. You see what I mean?
Oh no, no, they're just throwing their bodily functions away. That's
That's valid. You
completely
know what?
different.
I'll give you that one. But at the same time, I'm still gonna look at it. I'm just gonna be like, I don't know. I personally, like, I mean,
See, the thing with gambling, it's only financial loss, um, um, and not bodily harm.
I guess that's fair. You know, like I guess
If you
that
compare
that's fair.
if if you compare it to all the other addictions, uh, honestly, I think I'm probably enabling someone to get back into gambling.
17 dragonfishes said it was okay for me to gamble, hun. Like that's somebody's gonna use this in an argument tonight.
So this random kid on the internet, he told me to gamble. What? I should do it.
There you go. Oh man.
No, no, but I do think it's better than drugs. It's better than alcohol. It's better than smoking. It's still bad, but it's like less worse.
It's the lesser of two evils. Is that what you're getting at?
Yeah, I mean, and I think the Americans are really familiar with that.
Oh,
It's
we're
called
100%
your
familiar with it.
yeah, it's called your election system.
Oh boy. Yep. I know. I know. It's ridiculous.
But that's a story for another day.
It's a story. That is like an entire podcast for another day, my friend. That's with the other YouTube channel that I do. I'm part of a podcast series, and it's a Canadian, a Texas Republican, and then myself, and I sit firmly in the middle. Like I'm independent, and I voted for candidates in 3 different parties over the course of my life. But either way, it's kind of just this ridiculousness of when we get into the political conversations. Like it's ridiculous. It's something that I can't even focus on these days. It's not worth it.
That just sounds like a crazy D&D party, man.
It
Honestly.
really, it kind of is. Like
Bro,
it's so much fun.
oh. No, for the next campaign, where me and my friends were playing GARPs. It's basically just a game engine, and you just make all the mechanics yourself. I mean, that's how the DM explained it to me.
That sounds like a lot of fun, actually.
Bro, we're doing a campaign where we are we're like typical American people in an 80s action movie fighting communists.
That sounds like so much fun. Oh my god, does that sound like fun? All right, hang on. Preston is saying that the game has thousands and thousands of zombie mutants, animals, traits, and items. I'm gonna have to look this up. You're saying it's called CDDA? I might look that up in a couple minutes. I'm off to go get more logs.
Yeah, do something, Kevin.
I finished the perimeter wall, my friend. What else do you want me to do? I'm just going to get more logs so that way I can start building the catwalk.
Yeah, sure.
Whatever. So far, from what I've heard, all that you've done is just fall through the roof a couple times, right?
Yeah, I patched up the hole in the wall. I patched up the hole in the roof. I am building interior walls. I am not dying.
I'm not dying either.
I'm leveling my carpentry skill.
Well, there you go. Sounds like everything's working very well.
Yeah. Yeah. It is, but like I said, things can be named the same, even though they're different. Yeah, D&D is great, man. Like just tabletop role-playing games in general.
I have not
And
done that in probably about like 10, 15 years or so. I would love to spend some time doing D&D one of these days. Like,
the th the
just
thing
need people
is,
for it.
D&D kind of sucks.
Go on.
D D&D is probably one of the worst tabletop role-playing games there is.
Why do you say that?
Because I've played Pathfinder, Call of Cthulhu, what was the other one? Mutant Year Zero, that was a great one. Um, and they all have way better rule books. The rule books of D&D just are so goddamn awful.
Well, I mean, that kind of makes sense with how old D&D is. I mean, D&D dates back to like the 80s, right?
No, like they like 5th edition book.
Mm-hmm.
That was just all over the place. It took me like 17 days to understand the contents of the book. I'm not even kidding.
That is too much time. I will say that. That's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, if you want people to start enjoying a hobby, you should probably make it pretty understandable.
That I do agree with as well. That's something that, like, I mean, going back to kind of some of the stuff that I used to do, I tried doing LARP, live action role play, with a group of friends back when I was in high school, and never, like, actually went forward with it because it was one of those events where, like, I showed up and everybody was just so much more experienced. And so it was just kind of like, all right, well, let's just keep going where we did and not, like, catch up the new people, that type of thing. And so, yeah, I definitely
But
understand that one.
no, I think that just depends from group to group, because like
That's valid too.
my group, I think we did pretty good. I mean, we started all at kind of the same level.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but then we just sometimes invite people over just cause we like vibing with people, and then they they get taught how to play a game, and sometimes we keep playing, sometimes we don't. But that's also just because scheduling is so hard.
Oh yeah, that was probably one of the main reasons why I never moved forward with it. Is I just got so busy with like day to day, and it's hard to keep up with stuff like that. Because like if you're not doing whole campaigns, like right then you get left behind very very quickly, or it takes forever to kind of just start up a new one. So I sympathize with that.
I mean, the thing is too, you could also just do one shots, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
right? I think one shots are underrated. Um,
See, that's like the kind of time that I have time for. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
it's like, oh, let's just do one 5 hour session
mm-hmm.
at best, so or one 3 hour session and have a whole story done.
See, that would be fantastic to me. The one time that my friends back in the day tried to do something like that, though, the game master just went crazy, and it ended up taking like 6 7 hours, and we finished at like 3 4 in the morning. It was ridiculous. Preston, I'm gonna have to go check that out. That sounds like a fun game. I like turn-based games if they're done properly, and I need to specify if they're done properly, because there's a lot of times turn-based games are not done properly, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, I agree. Sometimes, no, honestly, turn-based games really depend on how tactical they are, I think.
I agree with that.
Because if turn-based games, they should be about the resource management, and your resource should be your amount of actions.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why I don't like D&D as much, because you just have one action and one bonus action. So you really can't do anything meaningful in your turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
While in Pathfinder, you have 3 turns, just 3 turns in per turn. So 3 actions per turn.
Makes
And
sense.
you can do an attack twice, but that does mean every time you attack, you get a -5 debuff.
Mm-hmm.
So on your roll. So yeah, let's say I stab you, I just roll normally. I stab you a second time, it's rolling normally -5.
That's annoying.
No, it makes sense because
Wait, I'm trying. No, I'm
I
trying to figure out how that makes sense. It doesn't make sense to me.
no, because I mean if you attack, right,
Mm-hmm.
and you want to do a follow-up attack, you get the debuff because of balancing.
Okay.
Yeah, I think balancing is the downfall of TTRPGs.
Okay. I think
But
that's fair. I think that's entirely fair. Because, like, you look at some of the more iconic JRPGs, like, I'll use Final Fantasy VIII as an example, where as you grind and level up your character, the enemies level up too. And so, like, the balancing that they've put into that world makes grinding to get your level up completely irrelevant.
the thing is, balancing is what makes it good, and also
Mm-hmm.
what makes it bad.
I guess I
You
could
know?
agree with that. Like, I mean, it makes it more playable and accessible to where, like, you're not going to stumble onto a boss that is going to just kind of eradicate you. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to go to things that are
No,
more
but
appropriate for your level.
chance of failure creates meaning. You know?
Yeah, that's fair. I agree with
If you
that one.
can't if you can't fail, what's the point of even rolling?
That's true. I agree with that one.
And then again, w- where's the meaning in not being able to succeed?
I also agree with that one. Man, now after I mentioned it, I want to do some streams of Final Fantasy VIII. I don't know. Are you a big fan of the
I
Final Fantasy games?
I never played one.
Really? You haven't? That's kind of crazy.
Bro, I spent 2 years of my life just playing Grounded. So,
You know what? I'll give you
um,
that one. I'll give you that one. I'm gonna take these painkillers.
and that being said, also, you've had quite a bit more time than me to play games.
That's valid. That's valid. I remember when I was probably like 9, maybe a little bit younger. My cousin got a PlayStation when it first came out, and had a copy of Final Fantasy VII. And so one of my core memories is not understanding how to play Final Fantasy VII or any video game for that matter, watching somebody else play through a JRPG. Fun game, man. Definitely a fun one. All right. Just brought, I think, 6
Yeah.
stacks back to the base with more logs if you need them.
Kevin,
Yes, sir.
you should play Final Fantasy Tactics because the remake is coming out soon.
I never was able to get into tactics.
Well, I mean, neither, but that's what my chat's saying. So,
I mean, I'll check it out. Like, that's for sure. I'll definitely check it out. But the original one, I was never able to get into tactics for some reason. Like, and I'm one of those people that thinks that 8 was the best one. But I've played 1, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 2, and I think that was the last one that I did.
bro, if you get to the double digits, just make a new game. At that point, just make a new game.
Well, so I don't know. I used to be the same way because I used to kind of be like, why are you guys doing this if they're not sequels? Like, why call it the same thing if they're not sequels of each other? And then one of my friends explained it to me from a very lore backed up way that they are actually all interconnected in some way. Whether or not we want to agree with them, completely irrelevant. But yeah. I don't know. I'll probably check it out. I have 8. I'll probably do some streams around 8 over the next couple of weeks since we're talking about it.
So Halo is saying that it was the best turn-based one.
Oh, 8? Absolutely.
No, Tactics.
Oh, tactics. Okay.
and he says you to number 10. I have no clue what that means, but hey,
Most people gave up on Final Fantasy after number 10, and 10-2, because that's when they started splitting the stories. 10 was iconic because 10 was one of the first games that ever came out that had voice acting in it. And so like there's all those like jokes about like Titus doing his ridiculous laugh and stuff like that. But it was an iconic game when it first
isn't
came out.
isn't isn't Titus the guy from Space Marine? Um, Space Marine 2.
I probably couldn't answer that question for you there. Maybe.
Yeah, no, that's definitely Titus, man.
If it's the same guy, he wears funky pants. That's all I remember about Titus. And he laughs
No,
really weird.
Titus is a Space Marine.
That's fair. You know, he might be. I'll give you that one. He might be.
Wait, so do you mean 10 to 2 or 10 to 12? Hello, because
No. So there's one called 10-2. It's Final Fantasy 10-2. It's the sequel of Final Fantasy 10. And that's when a lot of people fell off the wagon, is because they were like, I don't care about the story of Yuna and what was her name, Rika or Riki or whatever it is. Like, they didn't care about what happened after you had the big battle with Sin at the end. And so they kind of all fell away when 10-2 came out, because they released 10-2 like it was a standalone game, and it was. But 10-2, they drastically changed the whole format of the game. So it wasn't a just straight up turn-based game. If I understand correctly, and it's been years since I played 10-2, 10-2 was more of like a tactical turn-based. And so they lost their core fan base of just hardcore JRPG players. And so that's why a lot of people say that 10 or 10-2 was the last one that they played.
damn, that's crazy. Couldn't be me.
I mean, maybe. So you said that you want me to put a gate on the compound wall so we can get cars in and out, and you just want it to be too wide?
Yeah. I cannot carry 2 tables. Character weak.
I'm sorry, but if your character can carry 2 tables, they are ridiculously strong. I finally got down to 92 pounds. I want to know when my overweight is going to go away.
I mean, I'm at like 76. I think you need 80 is about healthy weight, because I'm at
That's
74
crazy.
and I'm underweight.
Okay. All right, that's a crazy high number. I wasn't expecting, or a crazy low number compared to being at 92. I was expecting to break it at like 90.
So none of them are turn-based now.
They're not necessarily turn-based as much as like you need to get your energy up or whatever they want to call it, and then you attack when you have the ability to attack, and your enemies can kind of attack whenever, and it's more tactical based.
That just sounds confusing.
It is. It very much is. It is very confusing.
Another turn-based game I really enjoyed was XCOM.
That's one that I haven't heard in a long time, but yeah, XCOM is amazing.
Yeah, and XCOM Chimera Squad was also pretty good.
I'm gonna make up a burger patty. You want one?
Sure. So let me drop this table and a half, because I also have like a full backpack with food.
Nice. All right. Well, I'm cooking up you a patty, and I got some ground beef for myself. Actually, I guess I can make this into patties, right?
Why do I have a TV?
Never mind.
No wonder I can't carry 2 tables. I have a TV.
Did you take the TV from upstairs? Because that kind of makes sense.
No, I took the TV from like somewhere else.
Okay, that's fair.
From like a random garage.
Hey, we could always use a couple TVs. I'm just saying. And also, we still need to do that trip over to the VHS store one of these days. That's something that's been on my mind after looking at our VHSs.
The one in Marchridge.
We can go kind of whenever.
I mean, we can go now if you want.
Let me finish making these foods, and then, yeah, we'll go.
Yeah, let me top up my character, because, I mean, I have more negative moodlets. Then I can count.
I just need to, like, re-grab my shotgun and stuff, but, like, I'm ready to go with my pistol.
Final Fantasy 16 just dropped today, or
Did it really?
I don't know. That's what Halo's saying.
Interesting.
What was the most recent one you've played?
The most recent one I've played?
Yeah.
I went back and played 8 not that long ago, but as far as like ones that have come out, I tried to play. It was either 12 or 14. And it was the first one that was online, and you had to like pay a monthly subscription for it. And I got it for Christmas when it first came out because my parents knew that I liked Final Fantasy. And then we found out that it required a monthly subscription, and so I just returned it to GameStop like the next day. And so I tried to play that one, but I would say the last one that I actually played was 10.
Oh, yeah, I'll trade with you. Oh my god. Yeah.
All right, let's try it again. I figured better than just dropping it on the ground.
No, I was just too far to. I was just walking over. Boom, seal the deal, man.
There you go. All right. Well, I'm ready to go on a run if you are.
Yeah, I just need to drink something.
Yeah, let me just grab. I guess I'll grab a box of shells and my shotgun again.
Ain't nothing better than some bourbon and a meat patty.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
Yeah, 12 was the first open world, not online, but 14 was multiplayer, I think. Online. But
That sounds about right, yeah.
16 did drop today. I got confirmation.
My god, they're already up to 16.
See, but that's what I mean. Same with the Fast and Furious movies. How the hell do you get to 10 movies about a guy who likes family and drives cars?
I mean, to be honest with you, how could we not get to 10 sooner? You know what I mean?
See, let me tell you this. How do we have Fast and Furious 10, but not Cars 5?
That's valid. That's valid. Speaking of cars, which one we taking?
You can choose. I don't care.
Let me see what kind of gas is in this one.
It doesn't have a windshield.
Well, neither does this the black sedan, so we should take the taxi.
Why not the van?
We don't have the key.
Oh yeah. Is the thing... Wait, let me drop everything on the floor real quick, because otherwise it won't be my shoes taking the car.
No worries. Who put pants inside of the glove box here?
No, it was your you died in Moldro by the school, and I had to put, or it was a Nick, and I had to store your pants, but there was no.
Oh, that was Nick.
Space.
That was Nick, because I just respawned in Moldora and I picked up my own stuff. I don't have the key for this one either. Do you have the key?
No, I do have the key. Yeah, I'm also so excited for Grounded 2.
Me too. I'm so ready for that, dude. So ready.
My August, I'm fully booked August now.
Well, here's the deal. 17. You and I are both gonna get a copy pretty much the day it comes out, because I know that that's how you're gonna get it, and I'm planning on getting a copy of the same thing. Let's work together. I got a bunch of plans for content, but they all need to come out like within the first 2 weeks of a game launch. And so,
let me tell you this. It all really depends on if we're doing GCP revival. I need to check out if that's happening. If that's happening, no can do muchachi. I'm busy.
that's fair.
Yeah, I'd be down.
Hey, I'm just saying, I want to get your channel up as soon as possible.
Yeah. Me too. But then I'll probably need a better computer.
That's why we need to get you on TikTok so we can get you monetized faster, so you can afford a better computer.
No, I have the money. It's just going out and actually go and buy it.
Oh, dude, just order that. Have it show up.
Yeah, like, oh,
Would you
you
like
know
to
how games are.
pay
I'm
your
just
respects
spending
to the
money.
cop's car?
Hell no.
Demon cop car right here. What did we leave? Is that a backpack?
No, that's a duffel bag. Let me check it.
Yeah. I can't believe we left a duffel bag behind this.
Probably because we can. Oh, ooh, hella matches.
There you go.
Those. The cars are running, by the way.
Yeah, no worries. I'm putting this duffel bag in our trunk. We might as well bring it back with us.
Yeah, there is also a sling for a gun in the glove box.
Well, that's handy.
See, hello. See, hello indeed. I really, honestly, having the biggest noob with me for the biggest sequel of her life would be so fucking hilarious.
It'd be fantastic. It'd be so much fun. And I am no longer a noob in Grounded. I'm over 300 hours.
Yeah, no. 300 hours? It's not enough. Times 10. Times 10.
Either way, y'all rip on me too hard.
No,
Onward.
just kidding. We just played the game too much. I think Nicole was at 8,000 hours.
That's ridiculous.
Halo's at 3,000. I'm at 1,000. They're calling you a noob.
It is what it is. I found out about this game, what, like about 5 months ago is when I first heard about Grounded? So there we go.
Honestly, you're not bad. I'll tell you that much.
I've
you're not
seen
bad at,
worse.
Yeah, I've seen worse as well. But I think you could be a way better builder though.
Oh, absolutely. Well, that's the thing. You guys haven't seen the base since I stopped streaming Grounded.
Oh! Check out the campsite we drove by.
All right, I just saw that too. Hang on. But yeah, like I've actually made so many improvements to the base since I stopped streaming that like about a month ago.
Yeah.
I see that pot of water.
Ooh. No, I see that backpack for you, man.
Oh, I see it too. Yeah, slight upgrade.
Ooh, big hiking bag on this one.
All right, well, I'm going to transfer all of my stuff because I have a big hiking bag right now, but I'm definitely taking the large backpack.
I'm grabbing all these big hiking bags.
Let's do it. This would be helpful for, like, I think Jay has to, like, re-roll a character, and Nick has to re-roll a character when we get back in here.
And some stale ham. Yeah, he's never seen the city.
Yeah. Wait, you're talking about me?
Yeah, you've never seen the city.
Yes, I have.
Have you? Maybe.
Not with
I may
you.
have shown him.
I have a solo playthrough of this game myself.
No, but have I shown you the city?
Yeah, you mean the city that you guys made in Grounded?
Yeah. Probably not then.
Yeah, I'm gonna say probably not. I'm taking this cooking pot with water back with us. But no, I think you've showed me like pictures of it or something.
Definitely shown pictures.
Yeah, but I don't know if I've like toured it or anything like that. I've toured one of your bases. I came on at the beginning of a live stream and I checked it out.
That was that's just my private safe.
Gotcha.
It's not even that. It's actually it's quite small compared to the. No, I'm getting there. I'm getting up there. That was the most evil sound I've ever heard.
Oops, that's the back seat. All right. Tell you what, would you mind turning the AC on while we're driving? Just realized how hot my character was. It's like 95 degrees outside.
Yeah. So what Halo's saying that you can join us, with your sparse. I think that's how you say it. Streaming schedule and low hours. We will carry you.
Well, that's something
Yeah.
that I got a sparse streaming schedule right now while my second kid is so young.
Ooh,
After
yeah.
she gets a little older and she has more regular scheduled naps, then I can actually start picking it back up again. But I've been looking at my analytics, and there's a sweet spot. We gain our most subscribers per hour when we do between 2 to 3 hours a stream. If we go over that,
Yeah.
it's like, oop, that's not gonna work well. Hang on, I need to reevaluate that one.
Uh, go to the left. Yeah.
Yeah, hit that guy, but whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. We realized that, and I mean, Spy, the guy I used to do streams with, the GCP streams. So he realized that too. So because like 2 3 hours, it's not too long,
Mm-hmm.
but it's enough to get shit done.
Exactly. And if you go over that, you run out of things to talk to. You start getting fatigued. All that fun stuff.
Yeah.
All
And
right,
then
so
you get
it's
those
right up here to the left, right?
yeah, left and then down again.
Oh, we stalled. There we go.
Yeah, what Halo's saying, the partisan spy, he's a, that's his, oh, I recognize this place.
As do I.
Yeah, keep going down. Down.
Hang on. This is a parking lot, though. There's no through street here.
Yeah, yeah, just, we're close enough now. Right here, it's, left.
All right. You want to stop at any of these stores?
Above, fuck. We should probably get out.
Yeah, let's
somewhere.
go ahead and clear out some of this. I'm gonna pull into this parking lot.
Yeah, because
I see
right
it.
here's the.
Yep. Oh, forgot to turn that off. All right, there we go. I'm busting out. Nah, I'm not gonna do my shotgun yet.
Nah, don't do the shotgun. You'll just attract way more zombies. I'll protect the backside. Move. We need to move. We need to move. We need to move.
Yep. Switch to the shotgun yet? I'm switching to my shot. And no, there's too many behind us, dude. Watch behind us. Of course. Yay, another one down.
Okay, no.
Hey, by the way, you're on your own. Make sure you grab my backpack.
Nah, I'm not used to multi-hit, man. Holy shit.
Yeah, I was not ready for that one.
Yeah, you wanted to blast the shotgun and track them all.
It would have been worth it.
All.
Would have survived. Would have survived
Maybe.
it.
I don't know how much ammo you had, so.
Either way, I want to ditch that one overweight skill. That was so stupid and annoying.
See, you gotta do it like MMOs. You just stand close enough so you can attract some of them, then move back enough so you don't attract any more, and then kill them like 1 by 1 or like 3 by 3.
That's what I was essentially doing.
You couldn't do it because you were surrounded.
That would make sense. All right, well, either way, I'm coming back in. Wish I could spawn in Marshridge. Oh, wow. You're still there, aren't you?
Yeah. Oh, this is probably your axe.
Probably.
Bro, hello. Chill, chill. That's just a little too mean. Even for you.
Oh, go ahead. Repeat it. Go ahead.
You're on your own, he says. What else is new?
Oh, rude. It's all good.
Oh, I love this guy.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and grab that car that has no windshield that I have no intention of fixing, and I'm going to just rush on back to Marchridge.
Oh, that means I have to drive. Or we can ditch the windshield.
Yeah, we're ditching the windshield this one.
I'll pick up your load soon. Trust me, Bram. Good night. Boom. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's also true. When I'm playing with Halo, I'm also alone half the time. So.
Well, I'm pretty much back to our base, and then I'm just going to grab a car, and I'll be right over.
Why do you have 14 keyrings?
I don't know, actually. It's just that, like, every time I picked up a key, it would make a new keyring for a little while there. And so on that character alone, it generated 3 keyrings.
No, it's 3 different ones.
Exactly. Every time I'd pick up a key, it would put another keyring in my inventory instead of the key.
No, it's every time you create a new character, you get a new keyring. I think that's what's happening.
But that makes no sense, because this character doesn't have any.
You have 1 keyring. You should, at least.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that whenever I would pick up keys from like old characters, I wouldn't pick up the keyring. I'd take the keys, but it would make the keyring on my inventory.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, wish I could answer that one too. I do appreciate how our base, we still have the street lights attached to it because we have access to that power. Makes things a little bit easy.
Yeah, I did probably destroy like half your armor.
That's fine.
Axe user, but
I'm not worried about it. Not worried about it. You know how I view Zomboid characters. They're all expendable.
Yeah, that's what I thought. No spot, no keyring. That's how it goes usually.
That's what I thought too, but I mean, again, I thought I was breaking apart the keyrings. It doesn't matter. I mean, keyrings don't weigh anything. And like they auto pull anyway.
Put in container. Okay, that's not gonna work. We'll put it in the back seat. Okay, what if I did?
I'm about a quarter of the way back, by the way.
Yeah, it's in the rear left seat.
Sounds good. Were you able to take down that horde?
Oh yeah, super easily.
Nice.
There's still one more zombie. Oh, I don't have my weapon equipped. Whatever shall I do?
This
Ooh,
car should not be stalling like this. What was that?
I killed the zombie without a weapon. And you die with a weapon.
See, that's what I don't know. I don't know what it is. Basically what happened is I made the mistake of going after one that was on the ground, and I should have just let her go. Because I hit the one that was on the ground, and in that second, one got close enough to where I couldn't push him away. And so that was that mistake there, is just don't go after the ones on the ground when you got a horde in front of you. Which, I mean, I didn't try to. I was just kind of swinging.
Yeah, you need the keyring in your inventory to get the keys. That once the keyring is empty, you drop it. Yeah. So you need to grab the keyring from the body to grab the key.
That's
from
annoying.
The keyring. No, it makes sense.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I feel like you could just pick a key off of a key ring off of a body. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So if you were to get a key from a keyring, how would you do that? Describe it to me.
Depends on how quiet I needed to be. Because I just picked the key off of the person off of the key ring.
Yeah. Guess what? You need to pick up the keyring, don't you?
Not necessarily. You've apparently never picked somebody's pocket, sir.
So let's say you have a key attached to a keyring, right?
Mm-hmm.
To get the key off the keyring, you can do it without picking up the keyring.
That's fair. I think you can. I'm gonna try that now.
Yeah, make it a short.
Yeah, I'll have my wife stand there and I'll try to pick a key off of her.
Yeah, no, pick a key of a keyring without picking up the keyring.
Sounds easy. Sounds easy.
Yeah, ignorance is bliss, they say.
Alright, well, I'm almost back. I'm in Marchridge now.
Yeah, I almost looted the VHS door.
You've gotten it all, pretty much?
Almost.
Well, that's fantastic.
Just
That's
the
a
back
tree.
room and like one more row of shelves. And I hear a zombie.
This didn't go that well. I'm just gonna scuttle this character too.
See, you know how I wrote in the description, someone who probably died.
Of course, always. This is how it goes.
See, you know,
Delicious.
So does that mean I'm never wrong? Yeah, I'm always right. Never wrong.
That one was dumb though. I hit a tree. I deserved that one.
Oh my God, just don't scuttle it. Just walk over here and drive me home.
No, I had to. Not worth it.
Oh, a bucket.
You gotta drive back, my friend.
Oh, it's gonna take so long.
Good luck. I'll try to meet you, but that did not go well. Trying to think if there's a better build here.
Go burger flipper.
Nah, I'm thinking about coming in as a lumberjack. It's just clean.
Yeah, or
It's just clean.
yeah. My winter survival build is a burger flipper, and he's holy shit, he's strong.
That sounds like a fun one.
Yeah, the only thing I screwed up was giving him I think the sleepyhead trait.
Mm-hmm.
It's where you need more sleep. That was pretty stupid. But
that's the one
overall,
thing that I always forget about in this, is that we're not sleeping because it's a multiplayer one, and so every time I switch over to my like main character, like yeah, I run into that issue. So I'm thinking I'm gonna run down to that drive-in theater and seeing if I can find another car to take. But the last time it didn't go that well.
Oh, the key's still in your backpack. Of course it is. Oh my fucking god. Imagine life be easy for once.
Because it's not supposed to be easy. Oh, I'm sorry to hear you lost all your progress there, King. That's unfortunate, buddy. I started off on the edge of Rosewood, so I'm running down to the drive-in now. Gonna try to find another car.
Oh, Dante, why do you always have the key on you? I wonder why, huh? I wonder why.
Valid.
Uh, I, guys, prepare for the slowest drive you've ever seen in your life.
I'll probably meet you
Sunday
somewhere on the
driver.
highway, and I'll be able to grab the car.
Yeah, I'll just drive through the horde infested zombies at this speed.
There you go. As long as you don't hit one, you'll be fine. That's seriously how I always wreck the cars. Is I go to dodge a zombie and I overcorrect.
Low frame rate does to your driving speed.
That's unfortunate. All right, I'm at the drive-in.
Honestly, I think being lucky isn't not having issues. I think it's having luck with the type of issues you have.
How do you mean by that?
So you have an issue, but it's not that big of a deal type issue. Or it's or the issue gives you a gain in some way, like a happy little accident type way.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, mother, step on the gas. You can do this. You shall drive.
All right, so I found a car, but it has no gas. I guess I can empty my water bottle and then load up with gas, right? Like
Yeah, at this
that makes
point, just
sense?
walk. But yeah, then just check if other cars have gas first. Oh no, you can't because you need a key. Ah, shit. Now.
Exactly. Sorry, I'm gonna just burn this water bottle.
No. You could check the in the mechanics menu. You can see
Ah,
how much gas is in a car.
gotcha. Okay.
Oh my god. See, this is why I hate driving with low frame rate.
Having issues there?
Oh no, it just like the car does not respond. I'm probably
Well, that's awesome, King. I'm glad that you're finding a new chapter in your life like that. That's really cool. Man, all these cars are out of gas.
Ooh, I made it past the red car.
Nice.
Um
Wait, is you talking about the red car I brought in?
yeah.
Nice. Cool. Well, I just found a car that has gas. Let me see if I can get into it, though.
Yeah, I would love to build another boat for you, Nicole.
Dude, that's awesome. I'm glad you're, that sounds like a lot of fun there, King.
Um yeah, you say Sunday driver is handy, but like maybe.
Sunday driver's only handy as far as, like... I don't know. I think that there's so many other skills that you can have aside from Sunday driver that would work so much better. You know what I mean?
No, but Sunday driver is a negative trait.
Oh, I know, but like, I guess that's what I'm talking about. Is there's so many other traits out there that I'd rather have than Sunday Driver as a negative. Like, I'd rather be overweight than have Sunday Driver.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm just drained right now, King. That's just all it is. Been a long,
Um.
long day so far.
Yeah. Indeed, Halo. It can always be worse. And no orange cheeses. That is not a challenge.
Valid.
Yeah, that's true. Even with Sunday Driver, I crash into everything. But that's the frame rate, my guy. I play on 30 FPS. Zomboid.
Oh yeah, we got Warzone this Saturday, right? That's right. I forgot about that, King. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Need to spend some time in Warzone.
I'm almost at the police car, I think.
That's not bad. So I've gotten a car. I've refueled it. You want to come pick you up, or at least, well, I'm gonna come to you, and then I'll take that car back.
No, I can drive this to the end, man. It's not even that far anymore.
Okay. Well, I replaced my red car with a white car that's actually in a lot better shape.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I get that, Hello, but I also get that what he's saying. Then again, I think Sunday Driver is a trap, I think.
That's yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
No, it appears like a curse with a blessing.
Yeah, like I
But that
can handle this one, but you really can't.
Yeah, see, you know what kills all Project Zomboid characters?
Pride.
That's overconfidence.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, have you played Red Dead Redemption, the second one?
If that's for me, then yeah, of course.
Yeah. So you know how Dutch, he's trying to fight change.
Mm-hmm.
It's his own nature to fight change, so he can't stop fighting change, but he also can't win from of change.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's basically Project Zomboid in a nutshell.
That's
It's the
accurate.
player against entropy, and you can't fight entropy. You can't fight change. You will die, and I think that's beautiful.
I do agree with that. All right, well, I'm back at the base now.
And you only died twice.
Exactly. That wasn't even that bad.
Okay, just past the cop car.
Nice.
Yeah. So we have a ton of VHSs. We have.
I'm just hoping that you grabbed Woodcraft. Those are the ones that I really want.
I don't think there was any woodcraft.
That's unfortunate.
I don't know out of my head. I put them all in the trunk, so we'll have to see. Oh, we'll arrive at like 10, I think, maybe 9.
Oh, I don't even have a watch on right now, so I think you're good. Just
Yeah,
sitting
it's
here.
5:30 right now. No, we'll arrive earlier. I think we'll arrive at 8. That's my guess.
All right. Gonna work on getting my carpentry up again.
Yeah, Yeah, that's why I also started leveling carpentry.
Yeah, well, this is the character I'm gonna stay with. I'm not gonna make this one expendable.
Did you make him handy and a fast learner? Because
No,
that really helps. Okay, well,
nah. Oh, you'll be fine, King. It's just a math test. You'll be all right. Math is one of those just really straightforward subjects. Just let your eyes go blurry and look for the patterns.
yeah, yeah. Until the patterns start going crazy.
I don't know, man. It worked all the way up until like trigonometry for me. And I was still like, I don't know. It's just math was one of those subjects where it's just like, don't need to study for it. It just clicks, you know? And I know that's just for me personally, but that's what I would tell everybody is just let your eyes go blurry. Stop trying to figure it out and look for the pattern. And figuring it out is pretty straightforward.
Well, yeah, but like the thing is it's like what's it called in English? I don't know. I'll look it up in just a second. But it's like ridiculously hard. It's you know, cosinus and sinus and all that jazz.
Yeah, trigonometry.
Yeah. And then you turn that into a graph,
Mm-hmm.
and then you need to solve that shit with algebra. Oh.
I don't know, man. See, like that's the thing. I grew up in an era when they were like, all right, never use a calculator, learn how to use this by heart, you know, that type of thing. And then we grow up and now everybody has calculators, right? And so it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, you think a calculator is going to save you? It. Yeah, okay, the car's dead. The taxi.
The taxi's dead. What happened to the taxi?
I may have hit a few zombies on my way out, but you can't blame me.
Do you need me to come pick you up?
I'm here.
Oh, you're at the base. Well, when Nick gets his computer back, when Nick gets a computer again, he can fix the cars for us. King, that's pretty straightforward. Okay, I'm gonna teach you a little idiom that I was taught when I was in like middle school or middle school. Are you familiar with "Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally"? It's a sentence about how to solve those straightforward. And so parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. And if you can just go through that order, then solving an equation like that is really straightforward. Do your prepositions first. There's no exponents there. Then you multiply. Then you do your division. Then you do your addition, then subtraction. And if you do it that way, you'll get it right every time.
Yeah, well, we need to stop talking about math, though.
Oh, why is that?
My chat is getting very confused. They're getting lost.
Oh, it happens. It happens. You'll be fine on that one, King. I believe you. I believe in you. You'll be all right on that one, bud. You didn't really miss anything interesting, Master of Food. We went to go get some VHS tapes. I died. Twice. And then 17's coming back now. He should be at the base, supposedly.
Yeah, I'm in the base.
Where's my stuff?
It's on the bed downstairs.
Sounds good. I'm just rewatching all of these videotapes while reading Carpentry 1.
I should take a look at the generator soon.
Yeah, it probably needs some gas.
We're just repairing. We wouldn't want the generator exploding now, would we?
No, that'd be a terrible idea. I think I'm gonna also start working on mechanics on this character and start really focusing on kind of just doing base maintenance and fixing up our cars, because that's what keeps getting us is the cars in the expeditions. I get bit every single time we like get out of a car. I'm gonna fix our vehicles.
Well, do you think we are bad at driving, or do you think it's because you're bad at getting out of a car?
That could also be valid.
Because when you drive, I survive. When I drive, I survive. When I drive, you die. When you drive, you die. So I don't know. I'm not saying anything, but like a lot of dots make a line, and the line is not in your favor. No.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ooh, crayons, hell yeah.
All right.
What?
Just
Why
gonna
do you
finish this
have
last woodcraft, grab my stuff, and I think I'm gonna call it for today.
Yeah, yeah, sure. You die once and then he's quitting. Hmm. What time is it actually? Ooh.
All right.
Let me just
Let me go
grab
ahead and
all the
shut this off.
VHSs.
You said my stuff's over here by the bed.
Yeah, the green beds
Perfect.
downstairs. Let me just sort out the VHSs first, because
Yep.
drop this table over here. Well, Nicole, honestly, it's also because math makes me kind of sad. I have to deal enough with math in my life, and really, if I could choose between talking about math all day and not talking about math all day, I'd probably choose the second option. But hey, that's just me though. That's doubles, doubles. That's a double. Ooh, dog goblin. That's a great one. Um, you are dead. Oh, we have 3 of those. Um, Kevin probably still has all the woodcraft VHSs on him.
Yeah, I still have those on me.
Um, yeah, just put them in the shelf if you so please. So I can take out the doubles. Yeah, I'm glad you're understanding, Nicole. Boom. I'm gonna drop these outside now. Then let's just check the magazines. Boom. We have 4 good cooking magazines. Volume 1. Damn. How to use generators. It's always nice to have like 7 of those.
All right, good to go.
Just finishing. I'm just grabbing all the doubles out of here. I'm almost done. Um, one from this.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it off. All right.
Yeah, that's it.
Perfect. All right, everybody. Have a good one.